Leadership Note number 6 of 2025. This note was published on February 10, 2025. The purpose of leadership is where we start. Over the course of the past few weeks, there has been a crescendo of news and social media references to leaders and the leadership, often concerning politicians, business and sports people, and so-called celebrities. These words and references are used as loosely and inaccurately as those same politicians' promises at election time. Words have meaning; if not, then they are just a noise. Do you hear the commotion? The question of leadership's purpose has been covered comprehensively in multiple earlier leadership notes, so this edition cuts to the chase. We encourage you to review the previous notes by clicking the link in the description. Our current note asks and answers the foundational question about leadership, which is: what is the purpose of leadership? Of course, we could ask the question differently: what should the purpose of leadership be? Asking it this way interrogates legacy leadership rationales. The purpose of leadership is to influence and shape events, conditions, and circumstances for the betterment of people's lives. Question and answer. The essence of influential leadership flows from the purpose question and its associated answer. In the absence of the question and a definitive answer, there is neither shape nor form to the concepts of leadership and leader, so we could then make things up as we go along, which is precisely what we see in legacy leadership practices. However, this is not the influential leadership way. We have clarity through the leadership architecture. Refer an earlier note about the architecture here. The reason we need the question and an answer to the question is twofold. Most importantly, our own leadership behaviors, yours and mine, must be based on a clear rationale that establishes why we choose to lead. In other words, what is the purpose of you and me choosing to lead? In the absence of a defined purpose, leadership and leaders are everything, but nothing, as we see all over. Secondly, it helps us to evaluate what others are saying and doing regarding their leadership or misleadership. Calling a rock a radish does not make it one. If your, my, or someone else's apparent leadership is clearly changing things in homes, teams, schools, businesses, communities, countries or the world, for the better, then we might be influential leaders. If not, our words and actions have another name. After all, if a person calls themselves an accountant yet does not know credit from debit, or if someone plays tennis but calls themselves an ace footballer, or if one who claims to be a pianist only strums a guitar, we know they are frauds. Leadership goes beyond the individual. After all, leadership is a social construct designed to serve the collective, the group, the family, team, school, business, community, and so forth. Thus, it enjoys a purpose beyond just you or me. It is about all the people in our sphere of influence. If this were not the case, it would not be leadership but something else, maybe selfishness, rulership, management. Powerful people. Great power neither implies leadership nor makes a leader. But immense power can be productive for swathes of people if infused with proper leadership purpose. Of course, we see the inverse of this happening all too often, which is why appreciating the purpose of leadership is so critical. Voltaire, the great 18th century French writer and idealist who courageously denounced tyranny, bigotry, and cruelty, puts it as follows. With great power, like a school principal, a CEO, a social media influencer, or even a country president, comes great leadership responsibility. Asterisk. When you choose to lead, wherever you find yourself, the purpose is always to change things for the better. If you have not yet been on the influential leadership journey, start today. Be equipped to lead for a better life. If you have completed the Alpha program, let us know how your leadership practice is going.